All right, I'm back. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so this is the first video, many videos. We're going to be building an Angular application, which is a JavaScript framework. And, well, it's going to be an Angular application on the front end, single page application. And then on the back end, we're going to be using .NET Core. I was going to go with Python and use Django for the framework, but I just thought you guys might, it'd be better just to ease into Angular so you guys could follow along. We're going to be putting the code on GitHub. Feel free to contribute and to, find issues with it or whatever. But anyway, let's get started. So the first thing we want to do is we want to make sure Angular is installed. And just in case you're new to the channel or my videos, I basically just code live. I don't cut my videos, so if we go through any issues or have any problems, you get to see me kind of work that issue out live on camera or on stream, whatever. That's good because you start to learn a lot. A lot of people think you just learn to code and then and you never have any issues and everything works out perfectly, but that's just not the case. All right, getting started. We'll go to setup. We'll be using VS Code for the editor, by the way, just in case anyone cares. All right, cool. Okay, let me split screen this just in case. I don't think, last time I installed Angular, the wasn't too bad. So let's make sure we have npm installed. Let's make sure we have Node installed, which comes with npm. But all right, so we're going to install the Angular CLI, which is just the command line interface for Angular, and it's going to allow us to basically scaffold and build or initialize the project, and all kinds of Angular tools just built right in here. New major version available. Let's see, what did we get an error on? What is this? Unsupported engine. There's a new version of npm available. I don't really care. Node.js version 18.2.0 detected. The Angular CLI requires a minimum version of 18.13. Alright, so we got to get that installed. Who would have knew we'd run into issues right off the bat? But that's just part of it. What we got? 18.13. I think we can make that work. Alright. macOS installer. We'll just install the latest version. That's fine. Wait, I wonder if Node was installed using Homebrew. Homebrew is a package manager for Mac. I just want to check. To see if Node was installed using Homebrew, because if it was, then we need to update it that way. All right. Yeah, it was Node 16. See how we can update using Homebrew. Brew update is not needed anymore since Homebrew version 3 or so. When it needs fresh information about packages, update. So we can just do brew, update, help. Let's see. Fetch the newest version of Homebrew. Yeah, I didn't think that would work because this is just for homebrew. I'm trying to update a homebrew application. Yeah, here we go. Maybe we'll find a good answer here. Brew upgrade. First, brew update, brew upgrade. I think we have to update the repositories that it pulls from. So let's do that. Oh. Alright, well that does its thing. I mean, I guess we could just manually install it and get it over with. But God, I hope this didn't. Let's see. Oh God, I think it's updating every package. Oh no, upgrade everything. So brew upgrade upgrades everything. Alright, so I guess this is a good time to mention I do have a did I create a Discord server for you guys? Let me create one just for the coding community, because you guys are gonna need to chat and to hang out and to you know, collaborate on any GitHub issues for me and my friends for a community. We'll call it Michael's Coding Server. I'll add an image later. I'll put the link in the description to this server here just so you guys can hang out, do whatever if you want. But yeah, cancel. How about we do that? Alright, brew upgrade formula. Upgrade a specific formula. Okay, we're just gonna install node because I don't really want to go through trying to figure that out. Install node and we'll just move forward here. Sometimes the path of least resistance is a little bit better. Why is it showing that? So it's telling me. Is there a note? Let me see here. Let's see, I could probably node use certain version Mac. Could probably do that. Yeah, see, I told you we should have did our homebrew. God. We'll just do homebrew. Jeez. Such a pain. Hey, but this is good, right? You get to learn a little bit. Brew install node at 21. 21. So we'll just do 20 because I don't want to install 21. Let me tile these windows just to make it easier for you to see. Whoops. Alright, we'll just use, I should have never did brute upgrade, but it's okay. We don't need Mongo SH. Sorry guys, I know you probably wanted to just kind of dive in. This is a little bit of a boring stream, but this is just the setup process here before we actually get going. So I don't need MongoDB community either. Not yet anyway. I mean, we're not gonna, our database is gonna be probably a SQL database. I don't know yet. Uninstall Mongosh. Node at 16 and at 20. Just kind of start from scratch here. Node is going to depend on a lot, or a lot of modules are going to depend on Node. Okay. You might be wondering to yourself, hang on a second. Oh my God. Hey, sorry about that. Okay, we're back. This is the base Node version that's installed with macOS probably. All right, maybe NG will work. 18.3. Gosh. we'll get this figured out. You never know what you're going to run into, that's for sure. We'll try this. Usually these sites aren't that good. Yeah. I figured. I wonder. God, that was in 2015. Oh. That's what I was looking for, MVM. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll do brew uninstall node at 20. Brew install MVM. That's what we should have done to begin with. Alright, cool. What was the version for npm? 18.13. NVM install node 18. I mean, what if we just do 20? Alright. It's just gonna install 21, whatever. Oh, finally. Okay. ng -- help. No. Alright. npm install global angular CLI. Alright, this should work. Just a few hurdles, nothing crazy. Alright. Yep, okay, we're good. Angular CLI is installed. Yay. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll go to the directory God, I have a lot of junk on here. Windows computers, create a workspace. Engineer my app. Okay, this is all good, right? But when you there's actually, so we're going to use Angular for the JavaScript framework, but the backend's going to be .NET Core, right, for the API, consumption of the API, basically. And what you want to do is .NET Core, we want to get that installed, and I think there's also a wrapper, or not a wrapper, but like a bundle of .NET Core, like a template or a scaffold that you can do in .NET, where it'll scaffold out a .NET Core application with Angular on the front end. So it's all one code base, right? Like you don't have a separate API repository and then a JavaScript framework repository, which is fine, right? There's nothing wrong with that. It just makes it a little easier. So let's go check out .NET Core. Let me see if I have this installed. Oh wow, I think I do. No way I have .NET Core installed. On the Mac? Get out of here. Wow. There's the SDK. I wonder if that is the actual command though for it. Yeah, .NET. .NET new. Alright, let's get let's see if we can go ahead and just upgrade to 8.0. It's 2 major versions behind the one that we have installed. Or we can try to get by with it. Yeah, let's try to get by with using that. Go to the docs. Let's look at .NET new. Let's see if that CLI can spit us out an Angular app. Alrighty, let's see what we have here. Oops. Wrong focus. .NET new command creates a .NET project or other artifact based on a template. Ooh. Oh no, starting with .NET 7 SDK, the .NET new syntax has changed. I wonder if I installed .NET with brew, docbook. There's a .NET cask. Wait, let me just go to Homebrew and we'll search. Yeah. They're at the latest stable version too. Probably best just to install it this way. Let me clear it. Let me remove the old version. Did not specify. Forgot to do Sudi. I had way too many SDKs installed. I've been actually using .NET since its early release. Like, it was super early. No. All right, cool. Cool. All right, let's install it with Homebrew. Maybe I have to reload it. Yeah, we're good now. Okay. Making progress. So we don't need Homebrew anymore. Where is the... Yeah, okay. .NET New. Here we go. Let's see what kind of templates they have. Worker service, Windows Forms. We're looking for single page application or SPA. Man, they've added so many templates. Web config. Here we go. ASP.NET Core with Angular. The following table shows templates that have been discontinued. Wow. Why would they discontinue the Angular? Tool manifest, API controller, web API. Oh, you know why? They probably want you to use Blazor. Yep. Windows Form application, class library, and a console app. Man. These are no longer discontinued since 8.0. Since we just installed 8.0, we might be able to get away with it. Let's do... I know I haven't talked much about the application we'll build from start to finish, but it's going to be a tenant management system. I'm going to call it a TMS. And we're going to call it Tenant Buddy. And basically, I figured it'd be cool because it covers a lot of different aspects of application development. It's a lot of programming. You get to interface with the database a lot. You got the front end, the back end API, And basically what it'll be is an application for landlords to manage tenants, right? And I'm thinking we can start small, make some adjustments as we go, and eventually I'll host the application on an actual server and we'll deploy it, go through the process from start to finish. But yeah, figured I'd just tell you a little bit about it. But discontinued. Alright, well, we can try this Angular. Template arguments. That sucks that they're discontinuing that. Or not discontinuing it, but they're not supporting it anymore, which is very interesting. That was a huge deal when it first came out. Since .NET 2. .NET Core 2. Alright. Alright, so we have to use the short name. Display template options. I guess we could do that, but we don't really need it. Why am I... Alright, so let's clear this up a little bit. Well, first, I need to know... We need to make a directory. What did we say it was? Tenant buddy? Tenant buddy. I don't know. I mean, look, we can change the name later. .NET new Angular. I'm gonna use a period. Maybe it'll scaffold the app right here in the tenant buddy. Templates matching. Oh no, no templates or subcommands. No way. Are they really gonna... So these are the templates. It's just basically showing. Yeah, see, they want you to use Razor Pages and Blazor pretty much. Dang, that sucks, guys. We may just have to build the API separate. I mean, I guess we could. So what we could do is we could build the API separate. Like, not separate from the code base, but separate from... separate just from wrapping it up into one app, right? And then what we can do is use like a JavaScript dummy API or a test API. That's what I usually do when I build single page applications, is use that dummy API just to get the front end going there. All right, let's do that. Tell you what, you just never know what you're gonna run into when you don't plan this stuff. But that's the fun thing about going live or doing it live. All right, we'll go back to Angular here. ng new. I guess we could do a folder in there, right? ng new client. That'll be the client application. Oh my god. Odd numbered Node.js versions will not enter LTS status. That's fine. Just let me do my thing. You guys want to use SCSS or Sass? Or less? We can just use regular CSS. Man. CSS or SCSS. Oh, dude, SCSS would be pretty easy to use. Let's just use CSS for now. Keep it simple. Do you want to enable server-side rendering? forgot about SSR. Let's look that up real quick. Server-side rendering is a process that involves rendering pages on the server. Yeah, so this is that .NET Core app I was talking about. It does a little bit of the server-side rendering, but I don't think we need to do that. Yeah, we don't need to render on the server. It's going to install packages. I put everything in the client folder just so we know that it's the front-end client application, right? And it'll consume the API. Cool. Initialize Git. Okay, so we'll keep the what? Dude, I don't have VS Code installed. Yeah, we're gonna have to install that. This was just a stock alerts application I was building. Close folder. Open. Tenant buddy. Okay, so we have our Angular application here. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and push this to the GitHub, to my GitHub, so we have it. I want to say Git is already initialized here. Yeah, we just have to publish the branch. Let me see. Should be good here. Alright, so I'll create you guys a repository for the app. We'll call it... oh no, did I spell tenant wrong? Is it tenant or tenant? Oh no, person who rents a building. Tenant. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Tenant. Probably spelled the the folder wrong too, but that's okay. We can change it later. Make it private. I don't want to add a readme. I guess I need to figure out what kind of license. I'll do that later. Should I have my SSH key set up here? Alright, so we need to add origin. Alright. Oh no, I spelled the folder right. So it's with one N. I don't know what I was thinking. So it initialized just the client folder. Did it get config? Alright, just in case, I want to not a Git repository. Alright, so git branch main. Failed to push some refs. Is it because I didn't commit it? Oh no. It thinks client and tenant are separate. That git ignore is nice. Alright, so what we'll do, we haven't really done anything, so I'll just we'll remove this folder here. It's open with VS Code. I have no idea how that happened, how they were able to remove it, and then we'll just we'll redo it, but I'll put it in the tenant buddy folder instead of in the client folder, just to make Git management a little bit easier. There we go. What? Oh, it's saying I didn't pass a name. But I do want it, I don't want it to create a new folder, right? Let's see. You know what? Let's make this easy. Let's do this. We'll back out of the folder. There. Fine. It's a little bit easier there. All right, cool. All right, so we will, let me zoom in so you guys can see here. Git remote, add origin. All right, cool. So we just pushed the first bits, the first initial piece of our application. Let's refresh here. Yep, so we're good there. All right. So I think it's a good stopping point. if you watch the whole video, congrats. It gets a little boring when you're going through the setup process, but um, I, it just is what it is. Okay, I don't pre-script these videos. I just get in here and I get to work. So we're running into issues. We may pivot a little bit, but anyway, here's our initial application. This is going to be the start of the application we're going to build. So feel free to follow the GitHub repo. Go in here if you have some ideas for the application. Go in here, create issues, do whatever you want, and then also build the join the Discord and just start chatting with each other. I mean, it's really fun once you get this stuff going. But anyway, I'll leave the link in the description to the GitHub and the Discord. So that's it for today. I'll see you next time.